konyora ubusimbole na gweterenera asomwa kuyiga nigo riraberi kuri Jumapili tariki yemo omotenyo gatano nalimo omuyego national nigora abase county ya Homa Bay awase county ya Kise nimejegeti kya Gusi Stadium gochakera Chinsa Ibere chamambia hasabarai au na bono governor Paul Simbarati baraikerane Eta TV nigera koretere meroberi yo ilituko yemasemo yani live mwese mwariganigo wikirana imejegeti kya Gusi Stadium Etaya TV Oborabu Wagusi. Wasomi mwancho murigerera weta TV ritukweriga Jumamosi ritukuri mwerekegma asomutinyiga ogatano mwaka wa 2025 onyirongani ritukerimo magiga yugo chikori cengera bono ritukuri rya madaraka abwasomo yuyura chikoneke wasegetikiriki chigosore kare Odinga imeye county area ya Homa Bay boygo nyironge county ya Kisii ne chiko cengera ritukeriga asegetige chigosore kya Gusi Stadium abo asobono akagera uchigwikirana mu governor we county ya Kisii ko mugeni Wisco kumukonera Paul Simba Arati na boigo sabono omumenyi we county ya Kisii na boigo Chinsa mu kirange asasa biru cywekerana asegetie kya Gusi Stadium eriko ricengera ritukeriga rya madaraka de na boigo oyotanya ariko ikirana gusaba kunyara kwabaga ko yobwati Etaya TV yemo ase yamasinge nchonga ndochiko yabeka ubusiko beko mu cengo yo yemase yemo cyakira Chinsa Ibere cyamambya igobona obeke tariki Etaya TV gucyakira ritukori yankeri tukori Jumapili au chakira Chinsa icho Ibere chamambya gongoro kwa Kefa Nengo Bosire kwa kwarigana bene nkomanye aranyara ko bagawa korekana ko Chinsa mo kurende asenchira yobwenge karansoike Nabusangana intuitira sefani page ito Etaya TV. Rastas etekon yochorone committee eyo yarikuba ringori aba commissioner bekombe kirikebo chori ni chimbebe IEBC unomunyakero ni ganyara ko baga koringori wa monika materia ya justice and legal affairs erikomanya gosinayise inego chokora ikombe kyo okona samagacho account hole mi mu Nairobi mambia rero nigo etekon anyara ko baga kwererekere na bugemero biri yayo koenekia obochori bobwene obwasyoku asumwa kogocha oyo orachiko bochoruma ko chirubere na 2025 nebere abande banyarako bakoringori gwangamo na Miss Annie Njeri Nderitu, Mr. Moses Alutalala Mukwana, Miss Mary Karen Sorobit, Mr. Hassan Nur Hassan na Mr. Joseph Odhiambo Ador na bego Miss Fahima Arafat Abdalla. Orobotoro aso wenge mnatoto mnomurikeito Makura Moracha.
Allow me to really sincerely thank you for those very important questions. Questions that are vexing to all of us and to Kenyans, and questions that beg answers from me as the chair nominee, but also to some extent answers from all of us as Kenyan citizens. In regard to the first set of questions from the Honorable Chair regarding what I bring to the table that will inspire confidence and ensure that Kenyans enjoy that right to elect their leaders in a free, fair, verifiable and credible elections. I think, Honorable Chair and members, these are questions that even I, since I was nominated as chair, have been asked by fellow citizens outside there. In fact, last night I was at a barber shop and the barber asked me, Chair, do you think we will ever have free and fair elections in Africa? Not Kenya alone. But I knew, of course, where it was going. So to answer your question, Honorable Chair and members, I think I took this role knowing very well that there's a lot that is expected from us. There's a lot of issues that Kenyans are worried about. The issues, of course, of guaranteeing them free and fair election as per the Constitution, the issues of credibility, the issues of trust. And for me, I think if we address the issue of elections, we must, as Kenyans, begin by trusting in ourselves, because trust begins with us. When we trust ourselves, then we begin to look at what are the legal frameworks that are there to help us, for example, navigate through issues of governance in this country. That is when we begin to look at the Constitution and trust it. Does our Constitution serve us? Does it work? What does it say? The institutions that have been created by that Constitution to manage our elections, including our electoral management body, the IEBC, and others that are supposed to support that electoral management process. Do we trust in those institutions? Do we trust in the people that have been given the responsibility and the public trust to manage those institutions? Do we trust the laws that have been passed by this honorable House?
Mwalimu mune w'eskuru ya sekondari ya St. Don Bosco Nyabiosi Bwana Andrew Omwengani ganyari kobaga gusemia abaibori koira bana babo aba grade 10 as eskuru yo asikiringani ganyari kobaga gwanchiranwa ne serikali gocha kurwa maegerio astem asomwa kogocha kaokwanira abaibori asensemere ya gesima niko Bwana Andrew arinyari kobaga kwerera ogoichana kwa yene nchira bana bamura bana kobaga kwebwatirania n'obutumiki bwa marego yo gotindia na igo gotiga masomo asabona garina abaibori abayiga gukwana na kurobo semu cha sabana babo na kubarera obuya bwa masomo ane munasama tuko arebosio.
Kama ambavyo mmejua, mtindo wa elimu unaendelea kubadilika. Mwaka ujao tutakuwa na hawa watoto wa grade 9 wakijiunga na shule ya upili. Kwa hivyo ningependa kuambia shule yetu ya Don Bosco ni baadhi ya shule ambazo niliruhusiwa kuwa na 3 parts, yaani ile ya STEM, sports na arts. Tuko na vifaa vya kutosha pale, au watoto mulete hapa angalau tuendeshe shule yetu iendelee hadi level ya juu. Mwisho nikimalizia, kuna utofu kidogo tu baadhi ya watoto. Na hao watoto ni wavulana. Watoto wasichana angalau wamebadilika. Shida ambayo iko saa hii ni ya watoto vijana, boy child. Ukienda katika shule zetu hapa, si eneo hili peke yake, utapata wasichana ndio wengi zaidi shuleni na ndio wanafanya vizuri darasani. Sasa hiyo inaonyesha nini? Umelemewa. Tafakari, tukirudi nyumbani tujiulize, kama ni wasichana ambao wanafanya vizuri, na tunajua wasichana mara nyingi baada ya umri fulani watatoka nyumbani, si ndio? Sasa utabaki na nani? Utabaki na nani kwa hiyo boma? Kijana ina gani? Tafakari, mtapata jawabu. Lakini ningewaeleza mkae nyumbani na vijana, muwaeleze wawache mambo ya drugs, wajihusishe na mambo ya shule kwa nyakati hizi.
Amaigirio STEM wono ayuga minutinga na maigirio asechi science, technology, engineering na boigo asense media ya mathematics. Kone tukutigara sekte yo yechisemi abana gwetani chirebuchi misato ningo bataraka na chibesa chichi loans chibanya tukoba bagosomera na boigo wikabono batabwatimire mu bagokora ayuniga kwanwa no musio ohaya education loans board Geoffrey Munari ekerekera na bosio wekamati ya public investment committee on governance and education asabari kuringorwa igoriyo botumiki wechi besa ase sekte yo yechisemi komite yo nigo yariga kumanya buna bana bakonyora chilon na boigo gwakana kwabo na boigo enchira madeni aranyara ko bagakubatwamo ne commission yo na robo totumino muri kwito Josephat Makura muna chakobase county ya Nairobi
Litukuliaro nigo ekyombekeria ko ruchibesa uchiasa abana bagosomera sechi university Kenya ko bagego ikase komiti eri ekoringori igoro yo botumeki bwechibesa sechi skuru asibari kolikiri yo botumeki bwechibesa ko ruo mwaka bwechi 2019 gwikira omwaka bwechi 2024 asabona musiyo bwekyombekio musike Geoffrey Munari anyaka bagakoerese komiti eyo na bakuruchibesa amadeni ali babwate na narenga babwante ko chikorigia ko ruasa abana bari bakorete chukuru bataranya ko bagwakana.
Can you give us an overview, very brief overview of what is happening?
HELB has given loans to 1.7 million Kenyans, over 1.7 million Kenyans, and out of those students we are currently financing 707,000 students in our public and private institutions with the loans that we are giving them. Out of that, we have another 465,000 who are repaying their loans. 264,000 have cleared their loans, and we have an outstanding 316,000 students who have not started repaying their loans. For the 707,000 students, we are giving loans to university students and TVET students. And currently we are giving loans to about 560,000 students to universities. They are getting our loans, and the difference of about 200,000 are TVET students. These students are in two categories. That is, we have the students who are in first and second year, who are getting loans and scholarships using the new funding model. Then we have the other cohort of the older students, that is third, fourth, fifth, and sixth years, who are getting loans using the old funding model. That is the current status. We have funded students this year alone. We have funded students amounting to 34 billion Kenya shillings. We have a budget deficit, but that is being considered under supplementary 3.
Niga komiti yata kumanya obokongu bakonyora ero chibese chitara kanu asemona ali arese bona chibese chire isiko chinyara ko bachiko kanu chionsi asobomo nigo baranya ko bakogendera komenta abana bande bali bako chikosoma asemia kere go chimotu.
316,000 students have not paid your loans. They're non-performing basically. What I wanted to know is what impact does this have on you lending to new students?
So it has a direct impact in terms of if these past students could be able to pay, then we would be able to fund students. We do not return that money to Treasury. We include it in our budget, and we give it back to the student every year.
Omunya komiti weli tuko muskesike ninganyara ko bagakoboria omo waziri wechisemi anyara ko bagakurangerirwa kitariki 13 anyara ko bagakoeresera emechando ere ase ekyombekia HELB.
We can ask the Minister for Education, the CS Minister of Education, to come. He can cover the entire, all these questions. So we are now escalating this thing to be the CS. So the CS should come here on 18th. And you should be available. You brief your minister because he's going to have a lot of questions.
Nkoripota ligeta senigeta ya TV kurwa somo chu Nairobi, Marieta nen Josephat Makura Muracha.
Manchomori gano ne chide kai communist cha michiro magayo kora Chinsa Isano na Ibere ngo akerenga mu ke masingi nchonga kwa Etaya TV okumanyari nya ko baga okorekana kurwa Chinsa mo aho kona orogongo rwa gusina boigo isiko ya gusi korende asenchira yo wenge onyerenga ritko lya nkyoni go turachikucengera ritko lya Madaraka Day asentune 50 mwana kabere onyerenga national celebration go chira korekana se county area ya Homa Bay kero ase county ya Kisii ranyara ko baga gucingirwa sigetikeri ye chigosori kya Gusii Stadium igobono umanchumurigire bita TV na boigo mumenyi we county ya Kisii busaro ngorwa Gusii wasabirukira na segetikere gya Gusii Stadium erende nyara ko bago gucingira entundega ya Madaraka Day na boigo nyatoko nyara gwikirana na bokubati Etaya TV mo ase mo uchakira Chinsa Ibere chiamambia gongoro kwa Kefa Nengo Bosire ngure na sege kagetari getambe gere tuyasanga mange asomoro Etaya Chigosori astratugo kwanamo na Nixon Obiero oyore omo director we club ya Kyalora Starlets na boigo tokwane na Dr. Okibo oyore omo CEO bwigo kosi kyo Kyalora Starlets unyure ngabu na bobo nyangongo we ligiri ya banyaroka se division entangani kurende bakena chire tigitiko cha Krisiso nego cha gobara gosori ase NSL ya banyaruka igobono toska beke tariki na boigo sangena into kutrase Etaya TV ase Facebook na boigo X na boigo TikTok ayonse na mungu chiko ya somo na boigo namba yeto ye mesmes na boigo tarefa fan page ya Kefa Nengo Bosire.